All right, guys, welcome to another episode on the channel. Got my boy Squints, my boy Sammy. Gonna talk about a lot of interesting stuff today. You ready?
Let's go.
I'll let you lead
Thanks
off.
for being here, Sam. You gave me a little brief, synopsis about you, which is dope, and I'm super interested in. Let's just get right out there, man. So, no psychedelic experience at all, and you end up trying ayahuasca for the first time as your first alternative medicine experience.
No mushrooms, no nothing before.
Nothing.
Which is, for those out there, this is like the biggest ride there is, you know? This is the real shaman shit, straight out of the jungles, Peru. Ayahuasca is the one that cracks you open. So
What is it, 6, 8 hours?
More like 12.
yeah,
Oh, shit.
it's a real trip. I've never done ayahuasca myself, so
I wanted to try it, and I always chicken out last minute.
yeah, it's a commitment.
It's a commitment, and I don't know. I'm ready, but I'm not ready.
So we
Wait,
went-
have you done mushrooms before?
Yeah,
Or any, yeah?
mushrooms, yeah.
What about you?
yeah,
Yeah.
a
And
lot. We
I-
microdose constantly, and I'm pretty experienced in other psychedelics, acid, LSD, mushrooms,
Nice.
2C, MDMA, everything else.
Yeah, I haven't touched
Yeah.
any of that stuff.
I tried DMT.
I hear a lot of good things about DMT. It just hasn't called me.
Shorter.
They say it's basically a taste of ayahuasca at a very small level.
Yeah, and then you wake back up and you get to go about your day regularly.
Yeah. And you're back to normal in like 20 minutes.
Yeah. So tell us how that came into your life.
I sat in my first Aya ceremony about 2 years ago. I ended a long-term relationship. And then that same month, I had to put my dog down after 10 years. So it was like rock bottom. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, what am I going through?
Yeah.
At the same time, I had to pack and just move to a different city. Went from the valley to LA to the west side. And it's a big change, you know. I went from having someone in bed with me for the last 12 years of my life to
Wow.
literally no one. So it was dark. It was very dark, and I was just ready for growth. I was ready for change, and I was already feeling numb at the moment. So going and sitting with Aya, I didn't even think twice. I honestly felt like it was calling me.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
I have a friend I like to call him my shaman or my mentor, who's done multiple ceremonies, and he's always tried to get me to go, but it was just never calling me.
Yeah. Did he just approached it and like, I think this will be good for you type of?
In the past, yeah.
Yeah.
But when I felt myself hit rock bottom and I went through that rabbit hole, I hit him up right away. I was like, yo, hit up the shaman, set this up, let's go.
Yeah.
And I did my first ayahuasca ceremony 2 years ago.
So you're happy you found it and did it?
Yeah. Look, people always say, like, is it going to change my life? Or I heard ayahuasca does change your life for the better. Well, it's a tool. That's how I like to think about it. I went in there. It's almost hard to explain it's hard to even explain.
Give people a breakdown of the ceremony. Give them your first experience, your remembrance of it.
First is the intention is why. Why are you going in on this? What do you want to get out of it? You know, you walk in.
You should have a purpose.
100%.
It's not a recreational, I just want to go see some shit.
No.
This is a purpose-driven ceremony.
100%.
Yeah.
Did you have a purpose walking in?
Yes.
Do you want to share the purpose?
My purpose was to just see light again.
Okay.
I got you.
See light. I was in a very dark place.
Mhm.
Like I mentioned, after ending a 7-year relationship, putting my dog down, I was so sad and down. So I just wanted to go, I guess, to just purge and release a lot of emotions and tension I had built up. And I'll tell you one thing, it did the job. You got to fast for like about a week. No like animal products, no masturbation, no sex, no smoking. You just got to go
Clear.
clean
System.
Exactly, clean system. So the first night, I did a 3-night ceremony for my
Wow.
first time.
So back to back.
Back to back for 3 nights. Honestly, when I went there, the shaman looked at me as like, it's your first psychedelic
No experience.
Like,
Yeah, he was worried probably.
yeah, he's like, and this is what you want to get into the first time? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, let's go. Keep in mind, this guy doesn't speak English either. Straight from the jungle.
He was like, all right.
Right, so you go in, you put your stuff down. My first night, we stayed in it was a warehouse type of thing. Porta potties, no showers.
Wow.
You go in, you put your bed down, and you start meditating. You get into a meditative state of mind, ease the mind, and then they bring the ayahuasca out, you pray upon it, set your intentions, and you take your first shot, you go lay down, wait about like 45 minutes to an hour, and then he calls you up for a second round. And
After an hour?
after an hour. And if you feel called to it, you go back up, take your second shot.
If you don't feel called to it, you don't.
You don't, you just lay down. And the room's all quiet. It's literally, you could hear freaking like crickets everywhere.
So you're in your head.
Yeah. And then I don't know where you start hearing people throw up. The first time I sat with Aya, we were a group of 20 people. So it's
you're either
quiet.
throwing up or pooping.
Mainly throwing up in the beginning. I mean, I've never got the shits from Aya. It's usually just throwing up. That's my way of purging. Or shaking.
Are you walking around during this, or are you just laying?
Yeah, they allow you to get up, walk around. You know, some groups don't allow that. Some groups, they get mad at you even if you make noise. But the group I sit with, it's free. You go outside, there's a fire, sit by the fire. It's just a whole I don't even know how to freaking explain it, but
It's a shaman.
What's the feeling like inside?
I like to compare it with mushrooms. So ayahuasca mushrooms to me, same concept. Mushrooms, way more feminine. Ayahuasca, way more masculine.
Okay.
You know, like with mushrooms, very loving. With ayahuasca, you're going in there, get ready to hit the ringer. Like you're gonna get knocked the fuck out.
It's a rough.
Oh yeah, it's rough.
Anything pleasurable about it?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I personally love when I go into I love throwing up.
Do you?
That's my way of purging.
I got it. Okay.
I love throwing up, but no, there's nothing fun about it.
No.
Even after, like for a week after, while you're what's that word? Integrating. You feel like shit for like a week after that.
Yeah.
And then things start clicking, and you're like, all right.
So it's a full, like, you're down for 3 days doing it, and then another 7 days on top, just getting back to
Exactly.
life.
Yeah.
Did you go to work during those 7 days?
No, I took time off. You can't, bro.
How'd you get home from San Diego?
Friend drive.
So, day 7,
Post.
things start clicking post ceremony. How do you feel?
Grounded. At ease.
Accepting of.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just, you go in there and you're purging so much, you feel so like relieved.
And everything's coming out with it. Your emotions, your feelings, your
Everything.
past experiences.
So I'll tell you one thing is, I've done ayahuasca about 10 times now. My first breakthrough with Aya was the last time I sat with it.
Really?
What do
Which
you
was
mean?
night 10.
What do you mean by breakthrough?
Every time I went, it was just purging.
So you didn't see anything?
I saw things. I didn't really get clear messages. But for me personally, I feel like it was more of a release.
Of just getting rid of those negative thoughts and
Yeah.
feelings?
Just going there and just throwing up, crying, yelling, screaming, shaking. It was more like...
Letting it all out.
It was a purge for me.
Yeah.
That last night I went is where I got fucked up. I got fucked up hard. And it was
You happy you went through that?
100%. It was one of the most roughest experiences, yet the best experience I've had. My intention for that was to just let go of depression and just be happy. Why are you so down? I want to be happy. That was my intention.
Yeah. Because
And I
life is
remember-
beautiful.
Exactly. Life is fucking beautiful. Life is long and short at the same time.
Yes. Very. It can be.
Yeah.
It can be excruciatingly long or just as short, depending on whose perception, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I remember that this last time I went, sat with my shaman and I told him, I was like, I want to get rid of depression. I want to be happy.
How many nights did you do this last
This
round?
one was 2 nights.
Oh, so the first night, just purging?
First night, again, just purging. I'm like, fuck, it's just always throwing up and shaking and crying. Like, what messages am I getting out of this? Second night, took my first shot, waited, went up for my second shot, lay down, and someone came up in front of me. And it was myself. I saw myself right in front of me. But it was the depressed version of me.
Okay.
And I was the happy version of me. And we looked at each other right in the eyes, and I just looked at him and I said, I'm gonna fucking get you, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you. And this is not going in my mind. I'm vocally saying this in a room with 10 other people that just took ayahuasca, laying in their bed quiet. And I'm here in my bed fucking saying, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker, and I'm gonna kill you. And dude, we just started fighting. Started throwing hands. I was hitting the air. At one point, I got him onto the ground. I started hitting the ground, and the shaman got up and he came up to me and he noticed that I was hitting the ground. My knuckles were getting, kind of cut up, and I was hurting myself. They allow you to do your thing until they start to realize, all right, this guy's like hurting himself. So let's try to slow him down a bit. But they let me just do my thing.
Are they singing during this?
It's dead quiet.
No chanting, no.
No chanting. It's
Okay.
the beginning of a ceremony. Usually the chanting and all that happens towards the end.
Okay.
So the message I got from there was I fought myself, who was a depressed version.
How did he respond to that?
The depressed version?
Yeah.
He was fighting right back at me.
Really?
And dude, every hit I would take, I would feel it. I remember getting hit in the throat, getting hit in the chest, getting hit in the stomach, and I would feel those. I was on my knees crying and begging for it to stop. It hurt that bad.
Wow.
And they wouldn't come and help me. When I say they, I'm talking about the shaman and...
He knew you were getting to it.
Because they want you to go through it. They don't want to stop you.
No.
Because there's a message in everything you go through. Long story short, at the end of that, I ended up beating that depressed version of myself, and it was great, man.
How long ago was that?
This was about 4 months ago.
How have you felt since?
Grounded.
That's it.
I've always been I've never been a hothead. It takes a lot for me to get there.
Mm-hmm.
How has it improved your life?
Dramatically, I don't get angry as much. I think before I respond to
Amazing.
people.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to get me angry.
Do you find...
Or giving someone a reaction. You're not going to get a reaction out of me, bro. It's
That's good. I
And you-
wish I envy that because I can be...
I've seen you
I
pop
cool
up.
off fast, but I can explode just as fast,
Yeah.
I'm like a prototypical Gemini, so you're gonna get roller coasters of emotion. Mostly passion, It's not like I'm not a bully or trying to pick on anybody, but you're gonna get raw emotion most of the time. And I wish that I could, stop and reset before I outburst sometimes, because it is a weakness and it's not something that I like doing, but it is something that I struggle with from time to time in work and other things,
Always been like that?
Yeah, I come from a background where both of my parents were pretty aggressive. My mom was a yeller. My mom threw hands with every man she ever been with. So I did grow up with that type of seeing adults be aggressive and expressing their feelings in that manner. I'm not I wouldn't consider myself a threat to others until provoked necessarily, but I can, it's probably not as bad as I think it is, but at the same point, I would love to be able to woo-saw before I respond to something. So I totally vibe out with what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, just the fact that you're able to acknowledge that.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I can take notes of my own I'm aware of things, I take responsibility for my shortcomings for sure. I like to be present in that at least,
I respect that. The fact that you're able to acknowledge it and call yourself out on it is the first step. Second step is fucking just putting the action into it now.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. And I, like I say, inspiration to see you say that grounded.
Dude, I was never like that,
Yeah.
Even with my ex of 7 years. When I would get angry, shut down or start yelling.
Yeah.
When I would get sad, or angry, pop a wall in.
Yeah. I get it.
Now, being on the opposite side, it feels so fucking good, dude.
Lighter?
way lighter. Even with dating, like dating, a girl pisses me off or something, they're not getting a reaction. They look at me like I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you are crazy, but that's
I mean, yeah, but like, you know, like,
Doesn't bother you as much.
no, you're not gonna get a reaction out of me.
Things that are
I'm good with where I'm at.
that you're not going to pick at, or you know,
It's just
being
it's
good
not
in your
worth
own
it.
space.
You know, one thing I am working on though right now is I've always been the one to like have the last word.
Yeah,
It's been so good not having the last word.
just leaving it be.
Just leave it. Yeah, you want to get into argument, you have your last word. I'll just agree and move on.
Good.
And that feels so much better, bro.
Lighter, right?
Wait, yes.
And it's a, you know, it's a tough place to operate from. You know, it's hard wanting to be angry all the time.
I mean, yeah, I grew up in a household where my father was angry 24/7. So that's what I thought was normal.
And life is hard, and
Yeah.
we get why those generations before us didn't have the tools that we have today, or didn't accept that there was tools out there. And as a man, it's tough. It's not okay to say that you're weak. You know what I mean? We don't get to operate the same way that. What did Chris Rock say? He said that women, children, and animals are loved equally, but men are loved conditionally. Men are loved conditionally on the fact that they're providers, that they're this, that they're that they're strong, you know? And we don't get the chance to be loved unconditionally, to be loved for being a human being or knowing that we have weaknesses in these things. So it's hard as a man to, like, you know, to
Be vulnerable, maybe?
huh?
Be vulnerable?
Be vulnerable. We've been taught that that's not something that we should exude. I mean, I understand why our parents, you know, have some of the issues that they had, you know.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame them for any of it. I respect
It's not
them.
their fault.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
say forgive them for they
It's
don't know
not.
what they do, bro. It's
It's
like,
not.
you know,
It's like
we're all-
some of my friends are like, dude, I was brought up this way and this is who I am. No, motherfucker, you're a grown ass man. This is the right thing, this is the wrong thing. Like, you're grown enough to heal yourself and to make yourself a better person.
we do get to choose.
Yeah, don't blame it on your childhood.
It's the alcoholic father that has two sons, and one becomes an alcoholic, and he says, well, why are you like this? He's like, look who my father is. And the other one is the complete opposite and doesn't touch it. And they say, why are you like that? And he says, look who my father is, right?
Yeah, I like that.
It's the experience can go either way. It's what
I
we
like
choose
that.
to do with it.
This is very true.
You know what I thought about on the way here actually is, what's your guys' input on suicide? Is the act of suicide selfish?
It can be.
Yeah.
It depends on the man.
A single man with no kids
I
What
think
about-
kills
it's his-
himself
it's
What
his
about
choice.
parents?
with parents. Is that selfish of him to do?
I think that it's.
I-
I think that we should all be responsible for our own life. You know what I mean? And I think that regardless of other people's opinions, and even though it can be viewed as the ultimate action to a short-term problem, or however you spin it, is that I think that if somebody says they're done, then they should be able to get off the ride.
Yeah, but that's only reason I bring this up is because I was reading, there was someone committed suicide recently, and in the comments there was people talking shit.
Yeah.
He's so selfish. Why'd he do this? He had kids and a wife. And I started to think, like, when someone is at the point where they're ready to take their life, that switch is off. They're not thinking about anything else.
My mom's husband shot himself right in front of her and my brothers and sisters that were like pretty young at the time. Like literally, they weird ass circumstances. They had just moved to a new house like 2 days prior, got everything moved in and whatever, and like he was in the garage and she walked out there and this fool fucking pulled out like a .357 revolver and just smoked himself, bro, in front of her. With the kids in the house, the whole shit. I went there like a couple hours later. Homeboy's still slumped. Fucking, they're going through it. Sheriffs are there. And then watching her go through the process. She's tried to kill herself in front of the kids multiple times since then. You know, that you know, I don't know that she's ever made amends with that she's actually, you know.
See, I feel like that's selfish.
That's a very spiteful and selfish. That's why I say it's circumstantial, right? But
I was really trying to think about it. To like, is the guy selfish for killing himself, knowing he has a family and wife? Yeah, because there's two ways looking. I feel like he could be selfish because he's putting his problems onto his family now. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you're gone.
Yeah.
Or to wherever you go.
Yeah, but also when someone's in that state of mind, again, that switches off.
They're not thinking about
They're
that.
not thinking.
No, definitely not.
You know, it's like telling an autistic person to act normal.
Yeah, I can't understand that weight because I've never been there. You know what I mean? So what I like to think of as a normal thinking human being, I think it's selfish. I have children, I have a life, I have family, I have people that look up to me, and I feel like when he did that, I said that was some pussy ass shit.
Yeah.
That dude's a punk. I told her that he did you a favor. It's fucked up, but that's how I felt.
Yeah.
And you know, I've changed a little bit, I've aged a little bit, but at the same time, like, you know, here you are now traumatizing your children because of an action that somebody else made.
That is.
And I said, that dude did you a fucking favor.
Yeah.
All you did was bitch about him, and now he's gone. Well, you know, and I know that I'm not processing it the same way that she is, but in a sense, and I don't know that that was right or that's the right way to go about it, but that was my feeling about it, right? Obviously, in public, with people there, you're traumatizing other people, and we know that that molestation begets molestation, and that suicide begets suicide in a lot of cases with this mental health shit, you know? I don't know why, but tends to be that, you know, children that were molested end up doing it to other people, and I'm not, you know, qualified to speak on that or why, but the data is there to suggest that these things
do happen.
They follow, right? Yeah. It's tough, bro. It's tough to know that, like, and then as a man, understanding that life is tough, and even as successful as I've been and as good as my life has been, like, life is tough, bro. Life is hard. I see it. I feel it. Everybody feels it.
100%.
I see that money doesn't change it.
Fuck no. Money doesn't change
that status
shit.
doesn't change it. Power doesn't change it. That at any point, a Robin Williams or like all these people tell you that they get to the pinnacle of what their career space could be, or what people think you're a legend in life, and they're like, this shit is whack, bro. You know what I mean? Or they're just mentally, they're just, you know, they're just not okay, and they want to be somewhere else. It's I guess none of us asked to be here, right?
Nope.
Not that I'm conscious of in this realm, so it's tough for me to judge anybody for anything that they do in that term, because I can understand the fact that we're all just, you know, here and making decisions based off of these feelings that we have. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that.
Yeah.
It's tough to hear because comment sections are comment sections, and they, you know, people tend to be cynical and hateful when they're not face to face as much, right? We see that in the social space, that it's easy to just talk shit or throw 2 cents or not know. But I've experienced suicide around me quite a few times, so I understand that it's a very complicated onion, and there's a lot of layers to it.
There is. It's funny, like when people
What does the hat stand for?
never give up. That's my
Never
business.
give up. Yeah. There you go. I seen it on your coffee cup as well.
Oh, yeah,
Tell
never
us
give
about
up.
that a little bit.
That's the app. That's training. Started 12 years ago. Personal training.
Mm-hmm.
That's also, I would think I was 16 years old. Went through depression. Dude, I feel like everyone struggles with depression, anxiety.
Probably.
You know, to
Some
a
sort
certain
of it.
extent.
Yeah.
And I feel like depression never leaves you. You have to just learn how to work around it and accept it and not let it control your life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, we know some other people that don't know how to accept that, though.
yeah. I mean, I've heard someone tell me, like, I've never been depressed before.
We heard that the other night together.
Or I've never had anxiety. It's part of us, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you watch the Stutz documentary, the Jonah Hill and his
I
therapist?
tried. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, but
Did
there's
you?
a point. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. I thought he made some good points. I know it's a little hard to follow, but there's a point that he makes where he said that he's done so much psychological work, and he actually tries to not be a therapist and just listen, but actually tries to give people tools to tell you that you can change your life if you want to, you know? And one of his things was like these 3 constants, right? It's like constant work. This is the 3 things that everybody in life will always experience I forget exactly how I put it, but basically like anxiety,
Yeah.
Uneasiness, and constant work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can either he was basically getting at us finding solace in the process. Because even if you set a goal for yourself and you attain it, and then you find out that, okay, I'm done with this shiny object or whatever it is, and it didn't solve whatever I thought it would or give me the status that I thought it would, and now I'm back on the hunt again, right? So he's like, you need to understand that no matter where you go or how high you climb, that you will constantly feel uneasy. And like that's anxiety, right?
It's never ending.
It's never ending.
And you're never satisfied.
No, constant, unending work, anxiety, restlessness, right? I feel restless as a man. As I aged, I'm 41, I'll turn 42 this year. In my 20s, I felt lackadaisical in some senses, but as I've gotten older and faster, now I've been consumed with like understanding exploration, understanding that I feel like I've found my passion and that I have all of this creative energy that like I have to get out, and it drives me to like just want to go, you know, harder within context, you know, but like, I mean, I feel uneasy that I'm not going to do as much as I could.
What do you mean?
Just in general of like that wasted time, and that life's a lot shorter than we feel like it is. And I think that we all have something that we can offer the world, and once we find it, we gotta go in that direction. I just feel like as you age, you feel like time goes faster, right? Our perception of time changes.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, with children and those things. I feel like it speeds up. So months go by faster, days go by faster. You know, as a child, every Christmas or every
Feels
holiday
forever.
is forever.
Yeah.
Getting 16 is, I mean, I felt like that was the longest period of my life, bro.
Yeah.
Turning 16 to be able to drive, or turn 18 to be able to do what you want, or 21. Well, now you're gambling and you get to go to Vegas, and these reward things that these visions that you've had of what your life's going to be like, right?
And now Friday hits, and you're like, how the fuck is it Friday already?
Yeah, the bills
Time
are always
goes by
due.
so fast.
Everything just keeps spinning. And you feel like you're not getting enough done.
No.
Things are getting by you, you know? I think our perception of time definitely is like a slingshot, you know? It stretches and then boom, you're off, right? And you keep going, you know? Tell us about the training.
Oh yeah, so never give up. I was 14 and a half. I went out drinking one night, ended up blacking out, woke up in the hospital.
Wow.
Wires all over me, my parents right above me at 14 and a half.
You fell or?
I think I just drank way too much and I knocked out and blacked out, and someone found me in the park, face planted down. I don't know. But after that day is when I remember feeling the effects of depression and anxiety. So alcohol was my first trigger.
That was your trigger.
Yes. And I went through something called derealization and depersonalization. Have you guys heard of this?
I can imagine where it's going, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I started feeling symptoms of living in a bubble. Things I touched didn't feel real. My words I felt like were slurring, and I just couldn't be around anyone. I dealt with that for a month straight. Went to at least 5 or 6 different therapists, doctors, to try to find out what it was. None of them knew what it was. Had my second episode again with alcohol. So I realized I've had this derealization, depersonalization thing about like 7 to 8 times, and it's either triggered by drinking too much or lack of sleep and being stressed out.
Okay.
And I started doing research online, and it's
a thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah, people share it.
Derealization and depersonalization. A lot of therapists are now
Acknowledging.
And like there's research on it and whatnot.
It's probably a really scary place to be operating from.
Oh yeah. So that first month where I started feeling all that, and we went to all these doctors, and they're trying to figure out what it was, and no one could figure it out. I was like, dude, this is the worst thing. I don't want to feel this anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Nothing felt real.
Nothing felt real. Nothing.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't even be around people. I didn't go to school. I didn't work.
No perception of
I was just laying in bed and just feeling dead. And I remember I went to the kitchen and just downed a bottle of whatever pills it was to try to get someone's attention on this.
Wow.
And that's when I got admitted as a 5150. And ever since that day, depression and anxiety, I've been dealing with it. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. You just got to learn how to work around it. And again, tools, breath work, meditating, exercising, getting out there and getting some sun.
Yeah, you're obviously a big fitness guy, so
Fitness.
does that help?
Yeah. So that's where never give up came from.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the hospital bed. I'm like, dude, don't give up. Just keep going. Things are going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. And it did. I don't think things are never going to be okay, but
Yeah.
it's gotten a lot better.
You're in a good space.
I'm super content and happy with where I'm at in life right now.
Good.
As far as mental state. You know?
And that's the most important. It fuels everything else, right?
Yeah.
Without a positive mental state, we're really spinning our wheels, right?
Yeah. Fuck, I just got hot.
Get comfy, dog. Take the jacket off, whatever.
You're wearing a couple of layers, bro. So wait, I know you've messed with mushrooms. Do you use that in between the ayahuasca? Do you microdose? Like, how do you use that as a secondary tool?
I got into psilocybin after getting introduced to ayahuasca. I don't take psilocybin to go out and party. I take it to do some inner work. So the last time I did it, I took a high dose. I think it was like 7 grams.
It's a really good dose.
That's a really high dose.
Sat in my living room, lights off, with a candle and pen and paper.
What'd you come up with?
I gotta go back to my notes, but it's all about like inner work. Like,
Yeah.
why am I feeling sad? Oh, this is the reason why. This is the reason why. It's like, it's tools.
Did you come up with was it legible what you were writing?
Yeah, it was a lot about. I remember going back to my writing. It was all I love yous. So like giving back to myself. I need to give myself more credit in what I'm doing in life. You know.
You spoke about your background and how
self-love.
Your background is unaccepting of your career path, obviously.
Oh yeah, like going into training.
Yeah.
I'm a Persian Jew. Persian Jews do not become personal trainers. They become doctors or lawyers. And if you didn't go to college, you looked down upon.
Yeah.
I mean, my ex's dad didn't approve of me because I wasn't educated. I didn't have a college degree.
Which I know tons of people that have college degrees that are total idiots, right? We talked about that previously. That like, you can't buy intelligence, or, it's
earned.
Obviously, there's some tools that you get, but I didn't do much schooling, but I do think that I'm pretty sharp. So I understand though that can be a little, hurtful, if nothing else. Yeah. It's a bad place to be operating from. We're supposed to support and like.
I don't. This thing. I don't judge. Like,
no.
To each their own. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you for having to judge me because I don't have a college degree.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's sad. It sucks.
Very limited.
Yes.
All these personalities and people that you could have around you that are brilliant, probably, but because they're not fitting the square peg in the round hole, they're not worth of it.
I mean, dude, I've been a personal trainer going on my 12th year now. I only work till 11 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday. I have all this other free time. I'm buying real estate. I'm able to save. I'm able to dabble into projects, and I'm only 30 years old. I bought my first rental property when I was 26.
Amazing, bro.
as a personal trainer with no fucking college degree and no mommy and daddy money either.
Right.
I didn't even tell my parents I bought the house until I closed escrow.
Wow.
You know?
How did they respond?
My mom was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just bought a house in Vegas. My first rental property at 26." She's like, "How did you do this?" I was like, "What do you mean how? I've been working, saving."
She didn't understand it though, huh?
No, until I showed her videos and actually took her to the property. It was like, holy shit.
How did
All right,
she
you're
respond
doing
to
this.
that?
They were happy. You know what? My parents were always supportive.
Yeah.
You know, my parents were supportive. It was the outside world.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like my parents had no choice. Like, I was that kid. Like, listen, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and
You gotta follow your path, bro.
Dude,
I have a lot of respect for people that are willing to do what they want to do, you know what I mean? And follow the path that they want to follow. I mean, obviously I was an actor as a kid, and getting into cannabis or quitting acting to grow weed was probably frowned upon, to say the least, or I was a total fucking idiot, you know what I mean? Especially being, it's not like I was a working actor, so I was, you know, successful, so to say, or whatever, you know? So for me to want to do something that was still against the law was like, I'm a fucking idiot, bro, or like a fuck up, right? But now, as times have changed and it's been more accepted and things like that, maybe I was a pioneer, right?
shit.
So it's all depends on like what.
How you look at it.
Yeah, it's tough though. Brian,
Yes.
how do you feel about ayahuasca?
Damn, you guys seem like you want to do it.
I do want to do it, but for some reason I'm fucking
It-
scared shitless.
You're supposed to be scared. If you're not scared, you have fucking issues. Dude, going into this, if you're not worried or scared a little bit, there's something off with you, bro.
Well, there's clearly something off with me, but that's a given. But just, I don't know, dude. Like,
I feel like, I don't know, I think you're ready too, man.
Man,
huh?
Man.
What's the diet?
Nothing, just like no animal products for a week. They say 2 weeks, so I start on 7 days. Clean the slates, like
No
mess-
eggs?
No, like you gotta go full vegan, no smoking, no sex, no alcohol,
Sex and alcohol, fine.
Whole Foods. Not even sex and alcohol, bro.
No, I'm saying I don't
Okay,
drink.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do the whole vegan thing.
You did the vegan thing for a minute.
I
So for
did.
you're used
You
to
did?
it.
yeah, I did. I was vegan for like 9 months. I kept a strict vegan diet, and then vegetarian for a long time, and pescatarian, like just fish, and vegetarian for like years. It wasn't the best diet for me physically. I probably wasn't eating well enough, but I was really thin, bro. I mean, I've always been skinny, but I was really, really thin and more sickly looking. I felt great. It's hard to like get people to transition to your healthy lifestyle if you look like you're dying, though. You know what I mean? And I mean, I think that
You did.
if you're on a raw vegan diet or if you have somebody that's professionally preparing meals for you and you're getting a full range of things that you need and your body
proteins,
needs,
fats, carbs.
yeah, then I think you're okay. I think that we have like a whole cycle of vegans that are like on plant-based foods, but like plant-based American food, like bullshit, like Impossible Burgers and
Fuck that.
chips and whatever they can actually eat, Oreos and so like it's, you know, obviously we're operating from a pretty bad space. You'd probably be better off on like a paleo, real food fucking diet, you know what I mean, and just eating less, you know. So I'm back on the meat now. I feel better. I enjoy it. Once I picked up, I had only fish for like 6 years. Once I started eating meat again, I became like a beef monster though.
Dude, you eat beef like every day.
I love it. I don't know why.
I feel like you became
Super
a man.
carnivore.
I feel like you become a man since you started eating beef. Okay, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty high strung regardless, you know what I mean? So there was never any of that, you know? But yeah, I definitely feel fuller and I don't have to eat as much. I'm on like one meal a day almost at this point, maybe
Really?
2. Yeah.
Are you living off caffeine?
I do drink coffee like crazy.
You don't get munchies when you smoke weed?
I can late night and stuff. I just try to limit what I have around me. You know what I mean?
Dude, the mushies give me mush.
They do too. They get me good, bro.
Yeah,
If I'm micro or like over a micro, then I'll be hungry as fuck, bro.
Yeah, dude, mushrooms give me munchies.
Yeah.
Really?
And I have to watch what I keep around myself because I'll go in, bro. You know what I mean? I can eat, but I just tend to like shop for the kids, and whatever I'm using at the house is like basics for everyday shit. You know what I mean? I try to limit myself to that, so I'm not just like, if I go to Trader Joe's with all the snacks they have, I'll go crazy, bro. I'll make myself sick eating.
Dude, I walk in there and I'm like, damn.
I don't go to Trader Joe's for that reason, because I know what I'm going to end up with.
Hell yeah.
Every different type of sea salt, caramel, fucking chocolate dipped cookie, cracker,
Trader Joe's
pretzels.
is the ultimate like bachelor shopping store because everything's like pre-made.
I love Trader Joe's. It's my favorite business model ever. You know, it's one of the most profitable retail.
Really?
Has the highest profit margins of any retail store on earth.
Because they're packaged foods?
Because it's all their own brands. So they take like the best from everywhere and they do it Trader Joe's way and they make it their own.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a really cool model actually when you break it down. It's a very, very successful chain.
Just imagine walking into Trader Joe's high.
Oh, I used to do it every day. That's what I'm telling you. It's dangerous. I haven't been in a while. Because then it's for the kids, and then they'll be all cracked out on all the sugar and all the shit.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing.
It's a slippery slope, bro. I'll have $300 worth of just different kinds of chocolates and ice creams and shit when I go.
$300 at Trader Joe's is a lot of food.
It does. It seems like Trader Joe's, the food,
a bag's like $40.
Yeah, it goes further, I feel like, than if I go to Ralph's for some reason.
100%.
Yeah, it's interesting. So the bikes, you like the bikes too, huh?
Yeah, I've been riding since I was 14.
Really?
Brought my first bike home when I was 14.
Yeah.
Looked at my parents and said, don't fucking touch this bike.
What kind of bike?
R1.
Yeah?
Yamaha sport bike.
14, huh?
14.
Wow,
No
that's a big
driver's
bike.
license,
Nothing.
Nice.
Nothing.
I had a bike for my first car too. I had a little Harley, a little Sportster.
Yeah?
Yeah, my stepdad was a biker, and I was around that like scene. So, he taught me how to ride on a Heritage Softail. He was on the back and put me on the front so he could hold the motherfucker up because I was too short, and taught me how it worked. And then I got a little Sportster, and I was like, because I could get my permit. You can get a motorcycle permit and you could ride
15.
legally, right?
Yeah.
And so I was going on all my auditions and shit by myself on the Harley. I have some funny stories.
I didn't even
about
know
that.
you were in acting.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a child actor, so
I told you this.
I know, but what was that video? What was the movie? Sorry.
Sandlot.
I haven't watched it.
No?
I haven't watched
Persian
it.
Jewish.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. It's a very American baseball, American friendship. It's like a cult classic, so it's a pretty big deal.
Like the
these
Little
days.
Rascals?
Bigger, probably.
Way bigger.
Yeah.
All right, I
It
gotta
has
go
own
watch
thing,
it now.
You know? But yes, like the Little Rascals, like that type of vibe, you know? We were a little older and a little rougher around the edges, but like Goonies, Little Rascals, it has that type of cult vibe to it. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the Goonies.
But yeah, I used to ride my little Harley around LA. I have a funny story. I was going up on Sunset, and I was turning around on like one of those little side streets off Sunset going to an audition, and I was small, bro. I was like just tiny, probably weighed like 90 pounds, and I got this bike, and even a Sportster's heavy.
So you were J-size.
Yeah. Smaller though, probably.
You were on a Sportster?
Yeah, and I was on a Sportster. And 15, and I'm trying to turn it around on a hill, and I just fucking lean it over on myself, bro.
Dump.
People coming over trying to help me up and shit. That was one time. Then there was another time I was on La Cienega at Sunset, right?
Dude, that hill
on
is
the
brutal.
hill, right? And I'm in the left-hand turn lane, and I've missed 2 lights already because the bike keeps stalling, and I'm panicking. I'm 15 years old. And this old school biker, big ass ape hangers, fucking German helmet with the spike, long ass beard and hair, prototypical like Easy Rider off the magazine, right? He pulls up next to me and he looks over and he says, "Kick it into first." And God, my God, I was in fucking second gear trying to go on that hill, stalling out. As he just looked and he said, "Kick it into first." I said, "Oh shit, thanks." And he said, "Which way's the beach?" And I said, "That way." And he had Chicago, he had Illinois plates. He was like, "Right on," and he took off, and I was like, "Oh shit." It was a cool
That's
ass.
funny.
There was some cool vibes though.
Oh, trip
Kick it
out.
into first, bro.
Dude, I remember driving stick shift up that hill. That shit sucked.
Yeah, shit's wild. I used to always have stick shift cars, manual, when we were younger, racing Hondas and shit too. That was our thing.
I'd
Not
bypass
fun.
that street after the first time.
Yeah, bro.
I'll find
Yeah,
another
the
way
city
to hit
and
something.
traffic. I remember having like 3-stage clutch, like built motors on the 405 with my fucking foot shaking on the pedal trying to hold the clutch
Dude, I
in
remember
traffic.
like in traffic, I'd cross my legs and use my right foot to do the clutch after.
You have to, bro. Fuck. Good time. So what kind of bike you got?
I got the Road Glide Special.
Yeah, I have a Street Glide too.
Do I ride it?
I seen your Instagram. I saw you out there stunning, peeling, and fucking popping up and
I'm
shit.
I'm trying.
That's Instagram though. Do you actually ride it right?
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You're always in the Jeep.
Yeah. I mean, it's free. It was raining.
Yeah, it's
I'm
raining,
not
freezing.
about to ride in this
You're
weather.
wearing like 7 layers. You'll be fine.
Is that your first Harley?
Second.
Second? What'd you have before?
Sportster.
You had a Sportster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sportster. And then
They're fun little bikes.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. Now riding the Road Glide and then jumping on a Sportster,
Sportster's like fucking.
it feels like a toy.
It does.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but
to
they're
like a
fun
bike.
though, like in traffic and shit.
I wish I would have kept it.
Yeah, because it like commuting. It's a better bike for LA.
It is. I don't know.
Like my Street Glide it's a monster, bro. Like I'm not like comfortable enough on it to be splitting. Yeah, so his is a Road Glide, which is so the only two difference between a Street Glide and a Road Glide is Street Glide has Road Glide has a fixed fairing.
Got it.
So the suspension is independent. Your steering is independent. With the Street Glide, the fairing is on that, so you're turning the fairing with it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but same bike setup.
Is yours fatter?
No, they're the same.
Literally same.
Same
thing.
bike, just different fairing.
It's crazy because some days I'll wake up, gear up, get ready to go for a ride, and then something in my stomach will tell me don't get on.
Yeah.
And I don't get on.
There you go. You gotta follow it.
Yeah, I listen to it, and I just go
There's
right
nothing
back
wrong
on.
with that.
It's a lot, bro. And it's not like we live somewhere where it's like you don't have to worry about it. I'm not worried about me. I'm not a crazy rider. I'm not doing nothing crazy.
It's those
But you gotta
fucking
worry
Tesla
about
drivers and the Prius drivers.
somebody on their phone, somebody you don't hear, somebody that just pulls out in front of you. Like I'm nervous fucking going through stoplights and shit,
Yeah.
and looking both
Dude,
ways
I
and
do
making
not
sure
wanna go
that
over it.
somebody's not pulling out of their fucking driveway, not paying attention. Because I'm not trying to go over the handlebars and fucking slide or anything, you know.
You
No, we're
gotta have
talking about that at lunch. No thanks.
I crashed the Sportster when I was younger. I was coming up Sepulveda, and I just gave our location away a little bit, huh?
No.
Anyway, I was coming up Sepulveda to Plummer. I'm coming through Plummer, and I came through cars, and I was running a yellow light. It wasn't red, but I was.
Pushing
Homeboy
it.
was in like a Ranchera, like a Ford Ranchera, and he turned in front of me like an Elko type of car. And I fucking swerved and I slid and I just clipped his tail end a little bit, right? I didn't drop the bike, but right? Bent my fucking wheel sideways. He took off. It like spun him out a little bit and then he just bailed. And then there was this chick, there was like this biker chick that like came and pulled up. You good? Oh, that fucker took off. I'm after him. And she went and chased after him and shit. And I was like, it's good. Don't trip. Like she was gone, bro. She tried to go find him and shit. It was, you know, bikers stick together. But
They
yeah,
do.
that was a moment. I didn't ride for a while after that either. It shook me up a bit. It was enough to be like, oh shit. Yeah, this is
Anytime
real.
you wipe out on a bike, you're like, do I still want to do this?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've been riding for over 10 years.
You better go knock on some wood with your next step.
Not one
Just
accident.
Just keep trusting that feeling inside.
I just follow my gut feeling with everything. Dude, I got pulled over for my first time like a month ago.
I've never been pulled over on a bike ever.
It's because
Yeah.
you run from that?
No, I don't run from
No?
them, but I just never been pulled over for some reason.
It's my
That's
first
because
time.
you're on a big ass bike.
No, even on a Dyna or the Dyna's light as fuck, bro.
Dude, I got pulled over by a biker cop too.
Yeah.
I looked at him
That's-
like,
that's
bro,
when you know you're
yeah,
straight.
really? Come on,
What
man.
for? Speeding or something?
Yeah.
How fast?
So I was going down San Vicente, right where I live, the same road I take every single day, twice a day. There's never cops on that road. I'm hitting probably like 65, 70. There's no one
Yeah,
around.
but you're on a bike. It's different.
Yeah, it's different. Cruising, bumping music, and I see a cop from down the
West Hollywood or LA?
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just.
Yeah, I see him with the gun. I'm like, all right, great. He's about to pull me over. So I go. He gets behind me, and I'm not stopping. I'm just gonna keep going. Lights are still on. What's going through my mind is, should I just fucking?
You're on
book
the
it?
road glide.
Yeah,
Oh, you can't get away from him on a road glide.
I could.
Could you?
Dude, over there, it's a busy street. Once you
Yeah.
get onto Ocean,
Because they won't chase you.
and they'll
probably.
back off.
Yeah.
I was this close to like hitting it until another biker got behind it. I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm pulling over. Pull over.
Two bike cops?
Two bike cops.
Oh, yeah.
pulled me over. He's like, yo, do you know how fast you're going? Da, da, da. It's like, you're supposed to go 30 on this road. I was going 75. I didn't even realize. He's like, why didn't you stop when I first lit you up? I was like, you want me to be honest? He's like, yeah, why? I'm like, I contemplated on like not stopping, just leaving. And he started laughing. He busted out. He was dying. He's like, well, thanks for being honest. I'm like, until I saw your partner pull up, I was like, no.
I was about to go.
I was like, I'm good, bro. Fuck that. Give me my fucking first ticket and let me go.
Traffic school it is.
What did he say? He didn't give you a hard time about it?
No, he was laughing. He's like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm like, come on, bro. You're a rider. You're going to give me a ticket? He's like, I have to. We've been getting a lot of complaints about people speeding. I was like, it was probably me, man. Just give me the ticket.
Well, at least it was cool about it.
Cool about it.
It's chill.
So as we're wrapping it up, is there anything you'd want to tell the listeners or tell your younger self from 10 years ago that you know now?
Dude, everything happens for a reason. And don't dwell on things. Whatever you're going through in life right now, it's your path. There's no right time or wrong time. Just move with love, move with integrity, and treat people the way you want to be treated.
Wise words.
And stay active.
Yeah.
Go get some sun. Go move. You know.
Stagnation.
Go work out.
It's deadly, bro.
Take some time to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Put your fucking phone away and breathe for 20 minutes. When's the last time you've done that? Like, when's the last time you literally put your phone away?
I do that all the time.
Yeah?
I'm old.
It's the best. What about you?
Yeah, I try to.
Try
to have some solace at times, yeah.
Yeah, just
it's tough, but yeah.
Make time for
I
yourself.
need to do it more. Where can people find you?
Either Instagram, Never Give Up. That's about it.
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Not too shabby.
Just Google my name. I'll come up.
There you go.
Well, appreciate you coming on today, buddy.
Thank you for sharing with us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
Truly
that
appreciate
was
it.
some of those subjects were a little deep, so it's cool to have. We love to have people come on and tell their experiences and be vulnerable in spaces, you know.
Yeah, there's help everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Just help everywhere. Reach out.
Yeah, I try to tell people to, like, you know, just holler.
And it's
bro.
okay. It's okay to break down from time to time.
I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Right? You got to break down the muscles to build back stronger, right?
Yep.
That's part of the thing, you know. Tear them and build back. So that's part of life.
Thanks again, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Sam.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one.